Yo, first wheelie back, holy shit. And it feels freaking good. Woo-hoo-hoo!
See, I don't know if I just don't know if I really agree with that. Let's have a little chat about how safe motorcycles actually are on the road. Alright, so the video I was just watching was gonna be Lars, aka Moto Bro. Did I sound like him?
It's your boy Lars, aka Moto Bro.
That was Moto Bro. Moto Bro has done a lot for the riding community. I have a lot of respect for that dude. I love his videos, really good. There's just this very constant misconception of bikes that I hate. I get it, you know, people riding bikes is, you know, they say they're too dangerous, you know, there's too many accidents associated with bikes. Oh man, oh, that get up. So today's topic is just gonna be, you know, how safe are bikes really? When people tell me that bikes are just these crazy unsafe things where I've literally had, I remember my old boss, she told me, she said you're gonna die on your bike one day. It was pretty morbid, and even if it's a joke, it's just like there's this constant stigma for people hopping on that bandwagon of, oh, bikes are this, bikes are that. Well, let me hit you guys with some facts. Alright, so first things first, if we're going to tackle this subject, it's very touchy for a lot of people. Let me be very clear to start off this video with me saying, I understand bikes are never going to be as safe as driving a car. That is a 100% given fact. I fully accept that, and I understand the risk going into, you know, me riding my motorcycle. With that being said, the only thing that I want to say about riding motorcycles are that the facts are so skewed on what the rider's conditions are when they do get into these accidents and how often these accidents usually happen. Like I said though, this is all understanding the fact that I am not trying to argue that a bike is going to be as safe as being in a car. So I went on hr.org. It takes national statistics and gives you just a whole bunch of facts and, you know, just about people riding and fatal accidents, what happens with people in motorcycle accidents, fill in the blank. Anything you can think about with motorcycle accidents, this place covers. With that being said, you know, I did my research, made sure there was credible sources, and even when I took my motorcycle safety course, that was very eye-opening in a lot of different ways. You know, just how different street riding is to dirt riding, and also just in general, just riding safety. So let's start with the fact that, okay, you have to watch out for people like that, but let's start with the fact that 51% of all motorcycle riders that are in fatal accidents have alcohol in their system. So we just took away half the entire population of riders that are in fatal accidents, and given that is a tragedy, that is horrible, but the facts show for themselves. 51% of guys are impaired while riding. Why are you drinking while riding? Well, I get why people do that, because they think they're fine, but it's carelessness. It's this constant mentality of I'll be okay, and that's a danger. So that's where it falls on the rider himself to have that discipline to know when, you know, okay, I'm not going to drink tonight because I'm riding, or I'm going to leave my bike here at the bar because, you know what, I don't feel like having to force myself to ride home. Fill in the blank. There's so many options to avoid this. I think that is just idiotic. That shouldn't take much self-discipline to avoid doing. Number two, and this is directly related to Moto Bro. Now, when I watched Moto Bro's video on his accident, it made me absolutely it made me hurt, really. Not because, you know, well, I mean, obviously because I feel bad for the guy, and you never want to see someone go down on their bike. That's just awful, you know. But it's more so because the accident that he went through a lot of it was rider error. I mean, given, you know, it's such a, his accidents, you could say it's a gray area where he was trying to say, oh, well, you know, I didn't know if that was, he was like, I think he admitted fault and said, you know, this is on me for doing this, but we guys have to understand, if you watch it, I'll play the clip. The dude just goes in the right turn lane, like right here. Imagine someone plowing through the right turn lane right here at a green light, and there's a flashing yellow. Now, flashing yellow for a turning left, that means that the other person on the side of there at that intersection, they just have to yield to whatever, you know, is oncoming. It's basically an unprotected turn. If he's coming up in a right turn lane and hauling ass through the intersection, it's like you're putting yourself at so much risk. And I am by no means, you know, the best rider out there or crazy good at riding. It's just awareness, though. I think I have a good amount of awareness when I'm on my bike. I think about the consequences that could happen while I'm on my bike, and I don't fear them. I just accept them and say, you know, yeah, if I'm gonna go straight through a right-hand turn lane to go straight through the light, when people could turn left like this person is, like this Tacoma, if they are just yielding to you, and maybe he didn't see the sign or whatever, but you can't be pulling stunts like that and expecting to just get away scot-free every time, especially in LA traffic. And don't get me wrong, this is not me trying to just harp on, you know, Lars, because he's been riding for so long, and he's been doing this longer than a lot of people in general. And I'm sure, you know, he has a lot of confidence on the road, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But when I see his video of him getting back on his bike for the first time, and he's popping a wheelie, wearing short shorts, wearing basically like chubbies, it's like, dude, I mean, you know, his whole video was just based on a lesson of, you know, oh, I learned my lesson with this, and, you know, I need to make sure to be safe. And he even considered not even motovlogging anymore. Maybe he just did that for views. But bro, you just got in a huge life-threatening accident, and your first instinct is to pop a 12 o'clock wheelie, you know, the first time you touch your bike. I don't know, call me crazy, call me whatever you want. I just don't think that's the smartest approach to going about just the whole accident thing. It's like, it's one thing to just carelessly ride and accept the consequences. It's another thing to say, oh yeah, you know, riding in LA, it's so dangerous, and riding's just such a dangerous thing, and this and that. And then you end up getting on your bike and popping a wheelie. Like I said, nothing but respect for Moto Bro. He's done a lot for the riding community. Really like his videos. He seems like a genuinely good person. The only thing is that I just feel like he falls underneath that demographic of people my age where they're just so careless, and they're just like, oh, well, I'm young, you know, I could pull stuff like this and recover fast. And yeah, of course you can now, but you're not going to be able to do that for the rest of your life. You can't just get in accidents where you're flying through people's windows, and you can't explode your spleen that many times, bro. That's all I'm saying. Don't take this as me being a dick. I'm really trying to just look out for people who ride, people who watch this video. I just want to say, if you were going to get a bike, because I've had people message me, I've had people talk about, you know, getting a DRZ or getting a bike in general, and I'm all for it. I want more people to ride. I think riders are a dying breed. But the problem I have is when people pull crazy stunts and they ride like Moto Bro in LA traffic and are shocked when they get in an accident. It's like, if I wake up every day, and when I ride my bike, I say, you know, in my head it's like, shit happens, and whatever happens, happens, and I'll get through it. And let me elaborate by what I mean by that mentality. I accept the consequences of me riding a motorcycle. I accept that it's my body versus car, not my truck versus another car. If someone were to blindly just hit me, God forbid, I would accept that, because that is what I'm putting myself into. That is why people don't ride. That's why less than 1% of the whole nation has their M1 license and rides on the street. And the people who do have their M1 license and the people that do ride, I think that's also a big reason why, you know, they get into an accident and they freak out and they're like, oh man, I'm never riding again. I get it. There are always going to be freak accidents, but freak accidents can happen in a car, man. You know, the statistics, look up the statistics, because I can't rattle all of them off my head, but there are a lot of them where it's just like, wow, I would have never thought that this is the reason why so many people get into accidents and whatnot. The number one, which by the way, the number one reason why motorcycle riders get hit are because someone's turning left in front of them, just like Moto Bro. I think I said that before, but the average speed of contact is around 20 to 25 miles per hour. So slow speed crashes mixed with people speeding, going in different lanes, you have a lot of discretionary power when you're on a bike. You know, you have to, all the dicey decisions you make on your bike, you have to be willing to accept the consequences. And I'm really happy that Lars decided to go back on the street, because honestly, if it made him just ride dirt or something, I don't think that's the right call. You could delete the whole problem by just avoiding it, not riding on the street anymore, but you could ride on the street, have fun, and also be way safer than that, way safer than going as fast as you're going through an intersection and just pulling stunts like that. I just don't agree with that at all. But here, let me pull over just so I can think a little bit better. Sometimes when you do ride and vlog, it is a little distracting, I will say. Let me know what you guys think about the Moto Bro situation. Like I said, for those of you who don't know what's going on, Moto Bro is a big YouTuber, you know, moto vlogger, has like 500,000 subscribers, huge dude. And he straight up just got nailed by a car because he was going straight and went into the right turn lane, and then a car turned left because it was a flashing yellow yield light, and he just went into the window and exploded his spleen. Needed surgery. Really tragic. But like I said, do you think the answer is just not going to be motovlogging, or do you think the answer is just riding safer? I think the answer is riding safer, personally, but there is a lot of safety measures you have to take as a rider that's your responsibility. I hate when people take situations like his and say, oh, look at Moto Bro. You know, he was such an experienced rider and he went down. It's like, dude, yeah, he went down. He rides kind of crazy, and it's a little excessive, and it caught up to him. And I think he fully understood that and accepted it. And that's why he's back on the bike. That's gonna be that, man. I wanted to make this video on my Sina headset, but I really wanted to say something about that because motorcycle riding is just a dying thing. So let me know what you guys think. Next video will be on the Sina 20S headset review. I didn't get the 30K because there were such mixed reviews on it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Please give me a like, share, subscribe. It really helps out the channel. I'm trying to hit 1K by February 20th. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.